Alrighty, what's going on, you guys? I'm back today with another Call of Duty Black Ops video, of course, playing some Domination on the map Combine, and this is another pre-recorded gameplay. I'm really enjoying doing this whole pub stomping thing, and as you can see, my streak setup is actually different. I'm actually running Raps, Hater, and then a Wraith, and usually I'll run Hellstorm instead of the Raps, but I wanted to, I saw another pub stomping video that this guy did. Well, I mean, a lot of people do pub stomping, but I was just watching this one guy, and he had that class set up, and I know that's a pretty popular one, so I decided to go ahead and try it out. And yeah, this game actually really worked out for me. So yeah, but I'm using the Dingo. I'm going a little bit newbie. I wanted to try the Dingo because I don't know, like quick draw on the Dingo with grip and fast mags is actually a really good class, and then I have like some pretty cool camos for the Dingo as well, including Gem, which is also a really sick legendary camo, but I really like the ice camo, so I went ahead and threw it on. And I wasn't expecting to get this awesome of a gameplay. I got a crap ton of all my streaks. I don't know, I don't want to put a certain number on how many I got, but probably about around 3 or 4 of my streaks, and I didn't die off of any of my streaks. And I also get an ultra kill medal. I'm so close to these chain kills, and there's just, I keep choking these chain kills. Like, one more kill, is it ultra or super killer? It might be super killer. But basically, excuse me, basically I got like 7 or 8 kills, like, rapidly or whatever. And I also got a, not a split, but like a faded quad feed. Like, I just absolutely go off in this video. And yeah, I use the Dingo. The Dingo is absolutely an insane gun. I didn't think it was actually that good. And yeah, but this is kind of where I start going off, I think, because yeah, that's where I first get my first streak. At the beginning, I actually thought I was gonna like start getting my streaks really quick, and then I died, and then I was like, okay, whatever. Like, I started off, I think, 6-2, and I was like, ah, dang. So I go from 6-2 to 67-6, I believe it is. So that means 67-6. That means I died 4 times and got 61 kills from being 6-2 at the very beginning of this gameplay. So that's pretty freaking crazy. I go off, and my streaks actually help me out quite a bit as well. So especially my Wraith. The Wraith is absolutely insane. But yeah, I actually have something to tell you guys about today. I don't know what it is, but my life has been very like, a lot of stuff has been going on recently that's like story worthy. For some reason. So today, you know, it's spring break still, and I really haven't done that much. Yesterday I went to the canyons, and then like after that I really haven't done anything. I hung out with my friends a little bit, and that's really it. I haven't done that much. So my parents decided to go on ahead, and we were gonna go ride the side-by-side in the national forest, because they have like this setup, like trails where you can just go ride dirt bikes, ATVs, side-by-sides, all that good stuff. So we went there. We were riding around. I mean, I wasn't really having that good of a time at first because my dad was the only one driving, and you know, a lot of my friends think it's like really fun to ride in the front seat, but I'm like, if they were to drive, they would never want to ride in the front seat again. Like, they would just want to drive. That's all they would want to do. They wouldn't want to do anything. And here's the split quad feed. I mean, it's not too terribly split, but what was it, a split quad or a split 5-man? Tell me down below. And I think I just got my super killer medal there as well. So, but anyways, yeah, there it is, super kill. So that was pretty cool. Anyways, so we were riding around, and I was riding. My dad was driving, and my mom was also with us. We were all in the front seat, and you know, we were just, my dad likes to like go through the trails that like you can't really go too terribly fast on, and I don't know why, because he's the type of guy that likes to go fast, like in his truck and all that stuff. He just loves going he loves going, like, you know, super fast on the roads and all that stuff. So I don't know why he likes going so slow on these little, like, these little trails with a, you know, quote unquote toy. I mean, we consider this a toy, the side-by-side. So I don't know why he was going so slow, but he was, and I was like, okay, whatever. You know, I was sitting in the I was just sitting there like watching wherever he was going, and I was kind of bored because I like to drive. Like I said, once you drive, you don't want to ride. You just want to drive all the time. So I was getting kind of bored, and we're going through these mud puddles, like this really deep water and all that stuff, and you know, we're making it through it, but like we're going on the sides, because if you go like straight through the middle, then you're gonna get stuck. And we're just riding and all that stuff. He's having a good time. Me and my mom are just kind of sitting there, like, you know, just sitting there just chilling with our like straight faces on and all that stuff. And we pass by this one puddle, right? And we get through it fine. We kind of go towards the side of it and we get through it fine. Well, we go and we like start like going through all the branches off of that little trail where that big mud puddle was, and then we're done with those branches, so we decided to just go back and go to another part of the trails or whatever. So we go back through the mud puddle, but my dad decides he wants to go through the middle of the mud puddle this time. Not the best idea, not the best idea at all. So what happens is he goes straight through the mud puddle. Crap ton of water starts pouring in through the bottom, because like, yeah, water can enter from there, but you also have to have a place where water can exit from, so the bottom's kind of like the best place for that. And because there are doors on the side-by-side. And so water starts pouring in, and I'm like, yo, Mom, watch your feet, because like she doesn't want to get all dirty. No one wants to get like super dirty, we just out there to have fun. We're not out there to get super dirty and all that stuff. And like, we weren't intending on like mud bogging or anything. We just wanted to ride, which is why we were going so carefully through all those water puddle, mud puddle type thingies, whatever you want to call them. And it gets all up on her feet, and she's like, oh my gosh. And I'm like, oh my god. And my dad gets stuck. We get stuck, and we're in the middle of this puddle. We can't move. Our tires are just like spinning, and they're not like grabbing onto the ground at all, because it's just like soft mud. You can't go anywhere. There's no traction whatsoever. So my dad keeps the motor, or keeps his foot on the pedal. Guys, don't judge me here, by the way. Just forget about it. Don't even judge me. My dad keeps his foot on the pedals to keep the engine like still going, because he didn't want his engine to flood, or his motor to flood, or whatever. I'm not a big vehicle person, so I don't really know what's going on, but he doesn't want his engine to flood or something like that. So I was like, okay. And he had to go out. He had to get out and go help, or like go find some help. So I sat in the buggy and waited for him to come back, and I had to keep that thing going. I had to keep it going. So my foot was on the pedal the whole time. The water was up to my waist. My phone and my wallet and all that stuff, I luckily was able to get out of my pockets before then. We tried pushing it. Nothing was working, and I was literally sitting there for like 30 minutes with it up to my waist. There could have been snakes, leeches, anything in that little puddle of water. And I was like waist deep in it, just sitting in the side-by-side, just keeping the gas going so that the engine wouldn't flood. And my dad comes back, and we switch, and he tells me to go up to this like little lake area and wait for somebody else to come by, because a lot of people go there. We're gonna wait for somebody else to come by, wave them down, and hopefully they would see us and they could come and pull us out of the water. And so this guy does come. He has a jacked up ATV. It looks pretty sick. It's all jacked up and stuff, and he has that, and he decides to be nice enough and actually help us out, which we really appreciated. It took him like 3 pulls, but he finally got us out, and we were able to get out. And I was so mad. I was soaking wet. My legs were all muddy, and my feet were soaked. My shoes and socks were on whenever I was in the water as well, so my feet were absolutely soaked. So my shoes are like screwed right now. And right afterwards, we went right home. Like, we didn't get to ride anymore. We rode for like maybe 15 minutes more, and then we went straight home, which really made me mad, because I was like, I didn't even really want to go too terribly bad, but like I still wanted to like have fun. But yeah, it's pretty stupid. We almost freaking like lost our ATV, or our side-by-side. But yeah, that's gonna be wrapping up the video. Hope you guys did enjoy my story, and if you did, remember to leave a big thumbs up down below and subscribe to my channel if you're new. And hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Peace out.
Securing Charlie.